Hey Meeple people, how's it going? We're over here at the Thunderworks Games booth over here at Gen Con 2022. We are looking at Dawn of Ulos, a role-player tale. This is a Kickstarter coming out September 6th, and it just looks so interesting. There's so many bits, and there's even little miniature heads, and I definitely want to learn more about it, so let's get into it.
How's it going, guys? Keith Mateka from Thunderworks Games. Dawn of Ulos is coming to Kickstarter the 6th, like you said. This is, at its core, a fantasy economic game. You are playing as a god of Ulos, and then this is there's an open world map. There's this is 4 of the 6 pieces of the map, and you can mix and match however you wish. There are always 5 different factions in play, and they're flooding into this land, and you are developing the land by placing tiles from your hand. You have 3 in your hand. You're going to place one on the board, matching the terrain types. And that's going to help you bring out these different factions onto the board. We have 4 of them on the board already. But for example, if we were to play this, now we have the shape of this faction, and now it comes out on the board. That's its camp marker. This is the Frogkin, and then you get one of these cards. So each faction has a stack of, essentially, they're all identical cards, but they're essentially kind of stocks in that faction. And as that happens, these guys are coming onto the board. You're adding tiles to the existing factions. So each one is looking for different terrain types. So for example, the orc here is looking for desert and mountain, and you can see desert and a mountain here. So that means the orc has a territory value of 2, so a strength of 4. So the different factions are getting more powerful as you're placing these tiles out. Then you can choose to buy cards from the factions that are on the board. Their cost is going to be going up. You're paying the strength. As they get more powerful, these get more and more expensive. But they each have powers on them that you can use to play instead of buying cards. And they all scale with the strength of the faction. So the stronger the faction is, the more powerful the action on the card is. And then the big piece is that as you're playing these tiles, if you ever place one so that it connects to factions, you place it face down, and we're like, all right, the goblins and the orcs here are gonna face off because they're connecting. And so everyone at the table chooses to play cards from their hand and reveal them simultaneously, adding strength to each one of the factions. One is gonna win, one is gonna lose. The loser is gonna come off the table and go, and the other one's gonna flip. And then they're going to take over the entirety of that area. So they're going to zoom way up, and our goblins are going to become lost again, which then on a future turn you could potentially come back out again if the right combination of tiles were placed. So just because you become lost doesn't mean you can't be found later. It takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play. It plays 1 to 5 players. Coming to Kickstarter on the 6th of September.
All right. Well, we thank you for your time. Again, guys, this is coming on Kickstarter September 6th. Looking forward to that, and we appreciate it. And we're going to go back to walking around Gen Con 2022. So awesome. We'll see you guys later. Awesome. Toodles!